Hello everyone. I decided to make this video because I got the Vox plugin, I was invited to beta testing, and so I thought that would be pretty interesting to make a video about it. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm sitting on the ball, so I'm probably gonna be bouncing like that. I got the Vox app from BLEASS here. You can see it here. And I was wondering what the app is going to be about. And yeah, I thought that probably there will be some autotune or something that will help singers make their singing better, of course, And yeah, it's quite a simple app that can help you make your voice better. Or I was thinking about it, because I didn't know if I'm gonna use it in my own workflow, because I don't use autotunes at all. Sometimes I'm off key, yeah, because sometimes I'm improvising and I still don't know which way to go, and I go somewhere in between, and then I really hate the recording, and I can't do anything about it anymore. But so I was thinking maybe I could try it. Then I was thinking about the keys and the scales, which is something that I would like to explain to you today. And I thought that maybe that would make me that could cause me some issues, so I rather decided not to use it. But today I had a situation where I needed that, and it worked perfectly for what I needed, exactly what I needed. It was my friend's vocals. We were making a song for my other friend, and he made some vocals quite randomly, he made a song, like music, and then he created a pack of his vocals, and he just randomly chose some, he was singing something, and then I used it in the song, and I was like, oh, it fits the melody, it's great, but sort of, because as he was singing from memory without the reference, and it was just being silly, the vocals were really off key. So I thought maybe I could fix that with my new plugin, so I tried that. And the main thing that I would like to tell you or explain to you today is how to work with the autotune and how to find the key and the scale of the vocal, so that you would be able to tell the app what you want it to be doing. It's recording, yeah, it's recording. And I will explain to you why and how, yeah. Actually, when I was working with that, I knew that I'm going to have to, in the past, I knew that the moment will come that I would have to learn about the scales, because I remember, when I was younger and I was playing the piano, we had the compulsory classes of music theory, and we had this, we had to learn the Mixolydian and Lydian, and I don't even remember all names of these scales, but it was detached from the practice. It was just a theory, and you basically don't need this theory if you learn the pieces you play on the piano, and they just tell you what to learn, and you just learn it from the notes from the sheet, and you don't need it. So I have never remembered. But my dad, he is really interested in music theory. So I messaged him, and I asked him for help so that he would explain to me the scales, how they work and stuff. And it's way too difficult. It's way too difficult. So I found a way easier way, which you can use if you are not familiar with music theory, you are not geeky, you are not educated in this that well, okay? So I really, I asked my friend whether it's okay to use his vocals. I'm not gonna tell who it is. If you happen to recognize him, don't mention him in the comments, please. Okay, because I don't want him to feel uncomfortable. But I tried to recreate it myself, and it wasn't so good. Even though I think that it would be pretty funny if you would hear me. Yeah, I can try. Yeah, I was trying to sing off key, and it was quite difficult actually. So I'm gonna use his vocals to show you. What I'm gonna show you in this video is thinking. Some basics, like how to create a multibus audio. I always forget the name. Multibus audio unit instance of Koala that we will send from Koala sampler to Vox. Then how to set the Vox, how to find the key and the scale using Scalar 2. I also prepared my BLEASS Alpha here with the default settings because it's really good to have some instrument that will give you the reference of like tempered tuned instrument, like so that you knew, okay, where is the C and stuff, and you need to work with your ears for that. And then how to resample from Koala to Koala, within one project, which is something that I tried to do for the first time, and I thought like, maybe it's gonna explode, but it didn't explode, and it worked, and it was very handy. Yeah, so that's it. Okay, so this is the vocals. This is the original vocals. So you can hear that this one is probably the most off key. But as I say, he can sing quite well, but here he was silly on purpose and he didn't have the reference, so it's off key. Okay, so I have these samples sent into, into here, so that there would be a reverb, but I need them to go to the Vox. So I need to create as I said, the multibus audio unit instance. I never remember the whole name. And now, because I have the number 2 here, I'm going to send it to auto2 here, okay? Auto2. Now it's already going though, where I want it to be going. Okay, here we go. No. Okay, you can see that it's working here. No. Okay, and now I need to find the key. And I will show you how I did it without the knowledge of the theory, okay? I have some very, very, very basic knowledge, but it's rather, I always work with my ears, which makes me dumb in theory. Okay, if you use the Scalar 2, you need to have it full screen, because otherwise you cannot see the things that you need to see. And what is very handy is to be able to play a melody on piano, on the keyboard. If you are not a pianist, it doesn't matter, you can just... I am officially a pianist, but I never know. I always try everything, and I try a couple of times, I remember, I memorize, and then I play. So this is the way, So you can find, you have to use your ear. Yeah, this is very much based on your hearing. So for example, okay, it's already working, and this is a good thing to show you, because now I have C major. C major is the most basic scale, and now is the time for my reference instrument that I linked to, I linked it to the AUM keyboard. And C major is, when you find the key C, which is usually marked somewhere on the, in the apps, it means like you play to C. To C is an octave on the white keys. This is the C major. So this is what's set here. If I would play these samples with the settings, okay, I'm gonna try to, yeah, that's better.
No real to the...
It's not the way I want it to sound, because the track with what it was played was this. Oh yeah, this is the place where the vocals were used. I don't want to play the song because it's a private song, for a friend, and yeah. So just to demonstrate.
No
So you can hear that it just doesn't fit, it doesn't fit, doesn't go together, it doesn't fit. So I knew in my head what I want. I heard him singing. I disable this.
No real.
It's a beautiful melody. It's my friend. It's the friend for whom it was made. It's a beautiful melody. Okay, so am I able to actually play the melody? And so I am trying to find the first tone. No. Oh, okay. I already knew that it was A, so I'm sorry. And you can find the first tone. Okay, so it's A. Okay, so I'm gonna try. I will try. Okay, so you can try. If you are not, if you are not capable of playing the keyboard, you can just try to find the notes and listen again and listen again. I already am able to play it, so.
No real to the...
Okay, this is pretty difficult to recognize the melody, so I will just go with the first part. If I use the Vox, I also forgot to tell you that you can set the Vox, by default on chromatic. Chromatic means that it will always catch, like, it will always, like, glue to the nearest semitone. And that means, these are semitones everywhere. But it also, sometimes when I used this setting, it didn't do what I wanted. It didn't fit into the melody.
No real to the... No real.
You can hear here that... Yeah, it just goes to the wrong notes because it doesn't know what I want. So usually you can use the chromatic scale if you don't want to bother with all these things, but sometimes it can go somewhere else where you don't want it to go. So you need to be more specific, and this is why I did the melody. Okay, now I know the melody, now I know how to play it. So I go to scalar and I record the melody, and it will tell me what key and scale it is. So when I press the okay, MIDI is already here, but normally it always wants me to say what source I want. So I press MIDI. Now I'm recording, and now I will play the melody. Okay, this is what I wanted because it continued a little bit. Okay, I stopped recording, and now what I see E major. Amazing, amazing! I know what key it is. So let's try it if it works the way I want. So we will set the E here. Come on. No. E major. And I don't actually think that it's E major. I think it's something very specific, but you know, whatever, let's try, because there is so many scales. So this is like simplified, and it will probably fit. So let's try now. Yay! Amazing. Can you hear the difference? Now it does exactly what I wanted. There is less of the thingy. If you want to reduce this like auto-tune kind of sound, like the share sound, you know, you need to set the speed to a longer time. A little bit more. It sounds a lot more natural like that, and so you can find the threshold, you know, where it stops being artificial and sounds natural. And now it's fixed, it's beautiful, it's, you know, it works the way I want it. And here, okay, I don't know where it was, because here is the result samples with the reverb. It's beautiful. The choir. Beautiful, right? So it worked beautifully, and this is something you know, that helped me tremendously to know, to find this, the scale and the key. How I actually resampled it into Koala, back to Koala, into the same project very easily, you know. First you need to save what you, well, okay, I saved it because, you know, I didn't know what it will do, so I saved the project. Then I created a new audio unit extension, okay, and load the new Koala in there, and load the project, the same project. Okay, here we go. Yeah, great. I have three free pads. So this is where I'm going to, this is where I will, I hate future tenses in English. I always use them wrong. I know. I will learn them. What I wanted to say. I will resample this to these three pads. So first I need to enable the monitoring, because otherwise I wouldn't hear anything. And now it should work. Okay, so now I will. Yeah. Here we go. And save the project, okay? Then I just moved it to the bus with, you know, I had some EQ equalizer and a reverb here, so I moved it to, it was bus B, like this. And that was it. Of course, I was experimenting with Vox a little bit more because it can do more things, even though it's very simple. And you know, sometimes you need something that is simple, just for a couple of functions. You know, let's try what it does if I.
No.
Well, it's great that I have a male vocal because I'm gonna do this. Wait. Let's try.
No.
But you can mix a wet signal, so you can have it like a child and a guy singing together. When I was playing with that, I realized one thing. I hear it quite often, or it happened to me also, that I, for example, that I recorded some vocal samples and I forgot to use the reference, you know, to sing, because every time, maybe you, if you follow my videos, if you follow me, or you know, saw whoever singer, you can see that they always need to, if they are not, you know, if they don't have perfect pitch, which I don't have, you know, my ears are very near to it, but are not perfect pitch. So you need to use the reference to know where to start singing. And sometimes I forget and I sing something, and then it's like slightly, like, for example, it's somewhere in between the semitones. And so it's very difficult if you want to use the tempered tune. I mean, like, yeah, the instruments that are like with standard tuning, like for example the synthesizer. You need to detune it. You need to you need to do something about it because it doesn't fit together. So if I'm making vocals, it always needs to be in a specific key, and I need to be careful about it, you know, so that it would fit together with everything else. And I thought, oh, this is a great solution, you know, that this can help me if, for example, I really don't want to get rid of the vocals, and I like them, but I need to fix them, or if somebody else is working with some vocals from somewhere and needs them to fit in a different key and different, you know, not just fix it, but fit it into something different, so you can use this. For example, wait, I'm gonna try.
No.
And now I moved it in a different key. Because I moved it 2 semitones up, and I could use it into the song where, you know, into another song. So this is also pretty cool. I could also add vibrato. It doesn't sound too natural. I would have to. Oh, no, it's better. Yeah, now he sounds like an opera singer a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, so this is what you can do with it. And wait, I'm gonna try something. No. Yeah, so this is what you can do with it. But you know what? I would really recommend you or encourage you to try to learn this on your own, you know. I think that the key correction is great because, you know, it's not, you know, I feel I would feel maybe like a little bit like cheating or something if I would use it regularly, but sometimes it really makes me so mad that I record something and it's a little bit off key, or or for example, when you're pregnant, in the 9th month of pregnancy, you have no control whatsoever over your I just forgot the word for it. What is it called? Diaphragm. Yeah, like I can't sing, guys. It's so difficult to hit the key, to note. So I was thinking, maybe this is the solution. Maybe it came just at the right moment. Yeah. Or if you are sick, or if you are a learning singer who really would like to use their voice but are not too confident, and if you are just learning, how to control your diaphragm and how to control the key. I would, I'm always so happy when somebody says or tells me, like, I'm trying to sing, I'm trying to use my voice, but it sounds horrible, but I still try, and it's something that makes me so happy. I think it's so important to just go for it and try it on your own. And if we have these apps, I think that it can help you to get more courage, maybe, and start. This is something that I would really encourage you to use it for. If you would like to sing, use your vocals, but you are a little bit scared or not so confident, just use it for it, okay? And start singing and start learning, start trying to listen to your voice and see the differences in keys, like, okay, and how can I achieve the control, and how can I train my ears to be able to do this on my own and to be freer in my creation. So this is something that I think is, Vox is good for, to gain more confidence if you're a beginner, or if you are pregnant, or if you just need to fix something, or it can help you because it gives you just a slight and very natural correction. Yeah, so that's what I wanted to share with you, because I was really happy about this. I cannot say what key. I always take my ukulele, for example, or my piano, and I find the chords, and I can do it by ear, but I don't know how to find this. Like, okay, it's a major, E major. I don't know how to do it without this helper. So I hope that it helped you, and see you next time. I will see how, I already promised so many tutorials and videos, but it's difficult a little bit because I have no energy and no time. I have so many ideas. I'm so looking forward to do this all, and I really would like to do it. But please be patient, because yeah. So thank you for your attention, and I hope that it was useful for you. And see you next time.